was kind of a rocky turn of the camera. I wanted it to be more of a smooth, like, hey, it's the podcast, but it was more like, hey. But that's all right. I'm not going to, I could start over and make it much less awkward than this. But I want to show reality, all right? I want to show the reality of what it's like, the mistakes. The mistakes are part of it. You know what I mean? The mistakes are part of it, man. You've got to accept the mistakes. You've got to accept the mistakes and embrace them, man. Because you and the mistakes are one, and then you learn from your mistakes and you get better, and then you make more mistakes, and you learn from those mistakes, and then you get better. And finally you achieve a state of enlightenment, man, where just you and the energy are one, and you exist, and there's no pain, there's no joy, there's just simply peace. I don't know what that was. I'm being, as my mother would say, slap happy. This is the Nerdy Virgin Podcast. My name is Joshua Snyder, and today is February 9th, today is February 9th, 2026. We are not in the 20th century, we are in the 21st century. Oh, brain's a little fried. Brain is a little fried. It's an interesting time of year, I would say. This is around the time that it's my parents' anniversary, so it's a bit of a bittersweet time because my mom passed away a couple of years ago, and so I'm trying to help my dad through that. I'm trying to get through that myself and deal with that grief of losing a good mother. It's hard when it's a good mother. I imagine if it's not a good mother, it's not so hard. But or it's hard in a different way, I should say. Not to diminish the grief and the pain and the sadness that other people feel in other circumstances that are not similar to my own circumstances. We must be empathetic. How dare you not be empathetic to the plight of the other person? How dare you? But I really am slap happy today. At any rate, I'm getting used to the grief. That's, I think, the new thing for me. I'm getting used to the grief, that it's there, but I'm used to it. It's not as jarring as it was. At the same time, it's never going to go away, and probably never should go away. And, still, there. Some days it comes, some days it goes. But all in all, it's becoming, I guess, part of the tapestry. Just part of the tapestry. Grief, joy, pain, part of the tapestry. Why do I keep going into an impression of a terrible guru? Why do I keep doing that? It's all a tapestry. It's just tapestry. Woven, not sewn. Woven. You want to make sure your tapestry is your life tapestry should be woven and not sewn. I'm telling you, if it's a sewn tapestry, you're in a world of trouble. But I definitely am starting to feel older, which is what happens when we get older. But losing a parent, it makes me feel older. I think even this is what my mom said, like that, the parents go and then you're like, oh, I'm next. Like, the line is moving forward. I'm next up on that ride, whatever that's going to be. Ugh. Is it going to be good? I mean, I don't mean to meditate on the afterlife or other forms of existence or shedding this existence from another existence. But I mean, is it going to be good? Are we sure? Like imagine, probably whatever form of existence it is probably too complex for us to comprehend, or too simple for us to comprehend. But just, try to explain Lakewood, Colorado to an infant. Do you understand where I'm getting at here? That try to explain to an infant's perspective who just can't even comprehend yet what the world is. You know, one of those indoor malls that's like not the nicest mall in the city, but not the worst mall in the city. It's like, oh, all right, we'll see the movie there. Like, try to explain whatever that energy is to an infant. And I'm wondering if it will be a similar thing for us in the next universe. It's just, I think it's a little bit too much. Oh, it's either heaven or it's hell. But maybe it's maybe it's Riverside County. Well, a lot. Should we talk? Should we have a Star Trek conversation? Most recent episode of Starfleet Academy dropped, and this was the ode to Deep Space Nine. We get to see, spoiler alert, Jake Sisko returns, albeit in holographic form. I thoroughly enjoyed the episode. I know there are a lot of people who are. It's very divisive right now. Starfleet Academy seems very divisive. People say, "Well, this is not my Star Trek," and I understand that. I get that. I get that because the whole point of Star Trek is it's a trek in the stars. And Starfleet Academy, they're not really trekking. They're preparing to trek. There's a lot of learning the ins and outs of trekking, but not much trekking going on. Yes, they have a ship, but the ship is also kind of the campus. But most of the time, the campus is on campus. They're not doing a lot of trekking, and it's been very divisive. Now, this episode, everyone's been celebrating, oh, yay, Deep Space Nine, yay, yay, yay. And what I find hilarious is that when Deep Space Nine came out, it was divisive because they weren't doing a lot of trekking either. So I look forward to 20 years from now where people are like, yeah, Starfleet Academy was amazing. And then whatever new show it is, Starfleet Branson, Missouri. This isn't my Star Trek. This isn't like Starfleet Academy. I guess that's just human nature. If it's new, but 20 years later, oh God, it was amazing. That probably is with everything. Moses from the Ten Commandments, revered mythical figure. But when Moses was around, people were like, yeah, he's all right. He's fine. No, he's not. He's nice. We talk. We see each other sometimes when we're, passing each other in the desert. Hey, how are you? And that's about it. He's fine. Again, explain that energy to an infant. Can you? A lot of police sirens in the background of this podcast, but that's what happens when you don't record the podcast in a podcast studio. You get real life. Well, I don't know why I was pronouncing it that way, but I enjoyed the episode. It was fun to see where they were going with it. While it would be cool for Avery Brooks to return as Captain Sisko, I can also tell you that if he never returns as Captain Sisko, being that they've woven into the plot that he has become sort of a god, if we never see him again, it would make that powerful. So it's win-win. It's win-win, people. It's win-win. So that happened, and I don't know. Is there anything else? I feel like we've covered a lot. This feels like it's more than 10 minutes. Feels like it's way more than 10 minutes. Feels like it's way more than it should. But where are we at? Should see. Oh, wow. 9 minutes and 9 seconds. I feel good about that. It's nice and tight. I feel good about this. I really do. Still pushing through. I'm doing another sci-fi themed, Star Trek themed comedy show on the 15th of February at 5 p.m. at Flappers Comedy Club and Restaurant in the Yoo-Hoo Room. Please follow me at Nerdy Virgin on all channels. I did a taping at the Laugh After Dark Festival. That is dropping as well. Go to Laugh After Dark on all social media channels. Follow them at Laugh After Dark. Follow me at Nerdy Virgin. And have a lovely day. I'm gonna put some sketches up now, and maybe a song from Suno, which I may or may not have the rights to. No one knows anymore. but some of these Suno songs that I'm putting into the podcast, I basically hum a theme of some kind into Suno, and Suno is like, I can make that 1,000 times better. And I'm like, great, thank you. And then I feel like I wrote it, and Suno's like, yeah, you wrote it. So enjoy one of those as well, and have a lovely day. Have a lovely day. Tapestry.
My favorite character, Odo. Yeah. Odo is my favorite character. Odo. He was a shapeshifter, budget permitting. Never have I seen a character threaten to shapeshift more than actual shapeshifting. He was like, if you don't stop that right now, 5 episodes from now when it sweeps, I will turn into a dinner cart. That is not an exaggeration. He turned into a dinner cart. That was the big power move. There's no more greater pleasure for me than watching a character that can turn into anything, just punch people. I'm like, what are you doing? Turn into a raptor.
Welcome to Temporal Investigations. It's an honor to serve Starfleet and protect the timeline. First rule of temporal investigations. When you go back in time and visit somebody, you have to appear in their room. Like when they walk into the room, you're just like there. It seems like that might startle them. The job is to be mildly unnerving. How long before they arrive in their room should we be in the room? Now, the good news is it's temporal investigation, so if you're a little late, you can just do it again and then be early. Convenient! Other thing that relates to temporal investigations, unlike the rest of Starfleet, we wear sort of suits, and they're very kind of gray and nondescript. Well, if we're the only ones wearing gray, nondescript suits, aren't we going to kind of stick out? Yes, but in a stuffy, boring sort of way. That's temporal investigations. I think Luke Skywalker might be a terrible pilot. Why do you have to start something? He crashed when he landed on Dagobah. There was fog. The ship's instruments didn't work. We're blaming the X-Wing for the crash. It can dart in and out of a Death Star. It can travel faster than the speed of light, but a little bit of a drizzle and, I don't know what to do. It was a pretty thick fog. I'm just saying, let's not blame the X-Wing. I think this is pilot error here, okay? The Force is strong with him in certain areas. Selective Force. All right. Do you think the Emperor will notice my cape came out of the wash purple? We're his royal guard. Everything's supposed to be red. I mean, purple is like a red offshoot, right? I wouldn't test his patience with this. Listen, if yellow, green, blue, I would get it. But I mean, purple, it's, in the neighborhood, in the ballpark. Like, I don't know you. I'm not going to walk near you. I don't know you. This is bad. It's not like he even needs us anyway. He's so strong with the dark side of the Force. We're just there for show, which is exactly why this is a terrible situation. Not only do we look weird because you've got that purple, he can destroy us with just a lightning. I always hoped he would choke me versus the lightning. I'd rather get choked. Why is that a preference? Why is that something that you've been thinking about? Transition. And that is how we will destroy the Death Star. Do we have any questions? Yeah, can we clean our ships? Is there a problem with how your ship is running? I mean, they run fine, but like all of our ships look really, really dirty. We're in the middle of a Star War. Yeah, but we can't just take some rags, a little bit of water, just wipe it down a little bit. We're the rebels. There's no time for niceties. Well, Mon Mothma looks like she's dressed for the Oscars. I have to look this way for the good of the rebellion. Look, could we just all agree to clean our own ships at least? It's kind of embarrassing. We don't have the resources. Listen, all I know is that there's somebody in this room who is very, very, very strong with the Force and could probably just use the magic to clean. Just give it a once over. Nope, suddenly no one has the Force? Transition. I need help coming up with a quote for the dedication plaque on this new Oberth starship. An Oberth starship? Well, the quote should be, look out behind you. Look, I know the thing is a bit frail, but it is a valid science vessel. How about this quote? Ow! Seriously, can we come up with like something from Tennyson or something? How about this quote? If you are reading this, get off the ship right now. You'll thank me in about 5 minutes. Transition. They're naming the ship the Reliant. Isn't that a bad luck name? That's the whole con thing. Up to that point, the Reliant had a great run. That's true. Its reputation as being a ship that could conduct a survey was legendary. Well, there you go. It's the Reliant. I'd never get on board. Transition. I don't like the Excelsior. You better keep that opinion to yourself, mister. The nacelle pylons are too bulky. You're not wrong, but you're wrong. But you're not wrong. Where starships are concerned, there's a certain smoothness to the nacelle pylon that just makes the world right. I'm pretty sure Keats said that. Neither Keats nor any poet has ever said that, nor will ever say that in the future of all humankind. Front of the Excelsior is great. It's just, I don't like the rear. What is that thing underneath on the rear? Like, is it a shuttle bay? I think it's a shuttle bay. It's like a big shuttle bay, right? That holds like massive shuttles. I don't know. I just know there's always a blue light coming out of it. You don't want to work in that shuttle bay. It's just a blue light just flooding your vision. Yeah, when you're dealing with the Excelsior, you stay on the transition. Emperor, the Death Star awaits. I'll be ready in 30 minutes. How come it takes you so long to get ready? It just takes me 30 minutes to get ready. Just throw on the robe, right? No. Well, pretty much yes. What else do you need to do to get ready? Well, let's just say my digestion is not what it used to be. Need to take a minute, relax, do some reading. You get the gist. You can't use the Force to... No, it's a transition. I'm a Romulan. I'm here to guard the cloaking device on the Defiant. I'm not here to make friends. What about mild acquaintances? How mild? I would definitely never expect you to take me to the airport. If we see each other in the hallway, how long would we have to talk to each other? I think just a simple, hey, how you doing? And then we just keep going. Would we have to slow down and actually talk to each other, or could we keep the walk at the same pace? Definitely keep the walk at the same pace. All right. Mild acquaintances it is. Transition. And that is how we will destroy the Death Star. Hey, I have a question. Can we clean our ships? Is there something wrong with the way your ship is running? It runs fine. It's just all of our ships are really, really dirty. It's kind of embarrassing. We're in the middle of a war here. There's no time. I mean, Mon Mothma found the time to look like she's dressed for the Oscars. I have to do this for the good of the rebellion. All I know is there's someone in this room who's really, really strong with the Force and can probably use the magic to clean. Anybody? No, suddenly no one has the Force? Okay, that's what I think. Transition. Prepare to enter the wormhole. Sir, another ship is about to enter the wormhole. Hail them. You guys about to enter the wormhole? Yes. Well, why don't you go first? No, we insist. You go first. No, you're kind of to the right? Isn't that the rule? Like whatever ship is to the right gets to go to the wormhole first? You're thinking of a four-way stop. This is not that at all. Well, please, go first. We would prefer that you go first. I super appreciate it, but please, you go first. It'd be better if you went first. Is this just becoming about which one of us is more magnanimous? That's what it feels like. Fine, we'll go first. Typical. Hey? Transition. I speak for V'ger, and V'ger has a question for the carbon units infesting the USS Enterprise. What's your question? V'ger wants to know why you are wearing whatever it is you are wearing. Oh God, I know, it's awful, right? It's like their pajamas. It's like we're all going to bed. V'ger is wondering why you are not wearing the more brightly colored uniforms that seemed more classic. They had a style, didn't they? V'ger wants to know what that thing is just above your belly button. Is it a belt buckle? I don't know. Nobody knows. Can you please write this down and tell our superiors? We've been whining about this for years.
Nerdyvirgin.com